like we'll see how it is executing in the system. Okay, so now what is happening here is, okay, slash and slash EWM slash pi underscore create. This is the transaction to create a physical inventory document. As per the procedure, if you remember that we thought of having this particular one. Okay, so what is the first step? Now we will do have, okay, we have to create a physical inventory document. So our warehouse is WM46 and the physical inventory procedures. So what are the procedures I've said yesterday? Product specific, bin specific, any of these things, right? So now if I go for bin, then it could be some specific one, or if we can even go for the ad hoc physical inventory, which is for the product specific. Now if I take a product one, 46 hyphen mat, I guess the product, whatever we have given there, right? So now you see this here, we have this particular one. Okay, I mean, like the product is lying under these many bins. You're getting it, Karthik and Ganapati and Mohan. So if you remember that yesterday, I have told you to remember one field, right? Which is the active one. Do you remember that? Hello?
Yes, yes, please.
Yeah.
Proposal
You,
display.
yes. So if you remember that, there are three fields I've told you to remember yesterday. What is that? One is about your posting of the quantity. The other one is about your active status button. I mean, like the icon. So if you see this, this is active, but I'll show you back again. So, however, so one is about posting of your quantity and the display quantity, which I didn't flag it actually. This is the one, right? Now, if you see this, the reason is UPLD, right? For against this particular UPLD, we have this particular one active. You see this here? So that's the reason. If it is not active, what we usually used to do is we come here and then we used to make it as an active again. Means if you want, okay, this is how it always looks like. Hello, everyone, you're getting my point? Hello.
Yes, you can continue.
Okay, no problem. So here what happens is, okay, let me give you a flow because Mohan, you're not there yesterday, I guess, right? So what
Yeah,
happens
yes.
here? Yeah. So normally any of the physical inventory documents, whatever we are trying to create here, it happens in such a way that the physical inventory document creates one PI document. First thing is we'll create a PI document and then we'll make it as an active or an inactive status. Okay. First, I mean, in most of the cases, what happens is it would be in inactive and then we'll make it as an active and then we will count the specific document and then we will post the differences to the we'll post the differences. Once we post the differences, it goes to the EWM system first and it updates the quantity. That is what it happens. Then after you post it, the difference quantity, whatever we have, it goes to the ERP system. Okay. However, we do have a tool for that, which we'll call it as a difference analyzer. By using this difference analyzer, we will post this particular transactions. Okay. Then it goes back to ERP and it updates with 711 or a 712 movement type. Clear this or any questions?
Here, initially creation of PA document in a ECC.
No, EWM only. It can't be in ECC, right?
So here everything is in EWM only. Only thing is
Yeah,
while posting, it will go and update in ECC.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And active and inactive, what is the purpose of this active and inactive? Generally, it is
Most
not.
of tell me, go ahead.
Yeah. Generally, ECC also there is a physical inventory. There is no active and inactive option. But what is the significance of this one?
The reason behind that is they don't want to have the documents to be activated immediately. As soon as we're trying to create in something, they don't want to have the documents immediately activated. We want the user to activate it and then they want to run it because of the what do you say that normally to run the scenarios. That's it. There's nothing much significance ideally. So it's only to activate or inactivate the documents. That's it. Okay. There's
But
nothing
even
much
if it
of
is an active,
uh,
even if it is an active, also there will not be any impact.
but the
I believe.
documents just posted. That's what, no?
Okay, if someone can
Yes,
post that,
that's what.
maybe there may be authorization will be there
That's what.
to active
The
and
documents
inactive.
will be
Maybe.
posted. If in case if it is not in active status, we can't post the documents. That's it. Simple thing. Okay.
Okay, right. Thanks.
Yeah. So now, if you see this, okay, the first document is an F1 stock, which I don't want to touch the F1 stock. Normally, we'll always go for this one. So it's already in the active status, if you can see this. Okay. Now, what we can do here is, okay, we already have this into active status. Okay, I'm just saving this document. Once I save this document, it gets created. You see, a document, a physical inventory document gets created. Now, what happens here? This PI underscore create. The same way we have PI underscore process normally. Now, why these many line items is getting created? We have that much stock or what? Okay, let me see. Acha, just getting created for all these things. Huh? Okay, now here what we are trying to do is we already have the document. Now we will start count the specific document. Okay, now I'll make the counter as 3. Okay, and the count date. So here this is what I'll make the count date as this. Okay, now once I start counting this, what is this happening? Okay, now you can see this. We are trying to count the storage bin. You can see here, everyone. Okay, Mohan and everyone. So you can see how much of the quantity you're trying to get here, high, and this is the bin we are trying to count. Okay, and how much of the quantity. Now, maybe somewhere around, let me see how much of the quantity we have in this bin. Normally, what happens is the physically we go there and we see, and then we will post the quantity here, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see what I have the quantity. We will even to do that. What? There is no stock in this, and why it is proposing me to count? We have 8 quantity. Okay.
Even there is no stock. Also, we need to count, right? Sometimes physically.
That's right. But here we have a quantity of an 8. No, I was looking into this HUs and all, but I didn't. Yeah. But normally we have a stock of an 8 quantity here. Now, for suppose when I counted it, normally there is another option also here. That I normally we will not flag this also. What happens is, I'll show you that also. Wait. It will display the quantity also for you. Where is that gone? Just now we saw that, right? Where is this physical inventory area? Where is that gone? You see this, you have an option called as a display quantity, okay, and postage after count. So what does this mean is, whatever the quantity we have in our book quantity, it will display the quantity, the field will come up over here, okay. But normally we will not flag it. Ideally, why? Because the user simply by seeing that quantity, he will post it, right? So there will be some people, right, who will who will do that. So that's the reason we will not give that option at all, even though if the business says we this, but still we have an option of it. But what happens is, in most of the cases, we will not flag it. Why? Because users will not go there and they'll simply see that quantity and they'll flag it. We know them, right, very well. So that's the reason this is one option actually. Apart from that, we have another thing called as postage after the count. This I'll come back now. Okay. So we have a 8 quantity there. Let's assume that when we counted it, we have somewhere around only 5. Okay. That's one thing. Okay. So, okay, fine then. So what we are trying to do now, I'm trying to save. We have counted this, okay, because we already made, and we are trying to do it. Now I'm trying to save this. Once we have done this, okay, the action you see, the postage difference, and it was counted. That's it. Now, if I flag this particular option, postage after the count, means as soon as I enter my quantity, I want the document to be posted immediately. Normally, what happens is we'll go here and then we'll post it. Then only the documents, the differences gets posted, basically. Okay, now you see it gets posted here. If you want to have an automatic option, you just flag this. Okay, now let me go to that particular bin and see if I have the documents posted here or not. Why? Because it has to update in the EWM system, right? So if I can see this, the quantity was updated here. Earlier it was 5 for us, right? Hello?
Earlier it's 8, now it's a 5.
Yeah,
Right?
earlier it is 8 and now it is 5, yes.
Yeah,
So we
earlier.
have, now what happened, it first gets updates in the EWM system, but it will not be updated in the ERP system, guys. Why? Because we have a tool I've said, right, which is about the difference analyzer, where it goes to that particular transaction slash and slash SEWM slash diff underscore analyzer. Okay, this is a transaction where it comes back and it keeps the document. You see this is the quantity and this is the items and how much of the product. Now every time what happens is, the person who is having the authorizations, they will come here, because this is all having again a financial impact in the backend, and it updates the GL accounts and all these things which happens in the backend. So it's not immediately we'll go and we'll post it. They'll take a decision and then we will update it. Normally we know how it happens in the real time, right? Oh shit. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So what they do, they come to this particular transactions and then they post it. Okay. Once they post it over here, okay, okay, clear this difference. Then it goes back to an ERP system and then it updates. Okay. The particular one, I believe you have to see whether it was updating or not. I made a mistake first. We have to check the stock is in sync or not. I should have checked that. It is there, but let me see. You see this 711 movement type was triggering on today's date. You see this, guys? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay, if it is an excess quantity, then 712 will come into the picture. Okay,
Okay.
that
And
is how.
you are saying that there is another option of automatic. What do you mean by that?
Automatic in the sense, which one?
Just before a while.
After you complete the count, it posts automatically without any manual intervention.
Which one you're talking? I mean, like the postage of the counting or that differences posting? Which one?
Differences.
Oh, differences. Huh? That is this one. I'll show you. That's a different one, Mohan. Yesterday I was telling you right that one.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Physical inventory. WM underscore adjust. Okay. This is a transaction where it runs and we can run it in a background. Okay. What we can do is we can simply post the differences like whatever we do here. But normally what happens is sometimes we will not make use of this because in some businesses they says that we don't want to have the updates automatically, we want to do it manually. That's the reason what we do is we always go with the difference analyzer transaction. But if you want to have the automatic posting, means as soon as you post in the differences, okay, it goes back and it updates here. This is one thing we have here. Okay, this is what I was telling you yesterday. Okay.
And Sri, one more question. So when we post a quantity, right? And I could see that there we can change the count as well.
Where in the process document?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's a recount option. Yes. See, sometimes what happens is you may feel some kind of fishy, like okay, because there is a huge difference. Then you, what we can do is we'll make it as a recount. Then what it happens, it creates a new physical inventory document. Okay, we'll see that now. Wait.
Okay,
That's a
okay.
recount option. That is what whenever you have some kind of what do you say that okay, you feel that okay, these documents or whatever. Okay, first I have to go to create option. 1 second, why all the materials has gone? I think I made a mistake, man. What happened is, shit, I should have made, that's what the difference is. Wait, let me do one thing. Mohan, you asked me like what happens if it is inactive, right? See, this is what happens. All the documents got created here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Shit, it got created. Maybe let me delete this bit. Okay, deletion flag. Okay, now. Now you see, I want to post to a specific line item, then only we can make it. So what I'll do is,
So you selected bin-wise physical stock counting here.
product wise. Product wise. If it is a bin wise, then we have to give a specific bin. They have selected as a product wise. So the product is lying under all these bins. So automatically it is giving me this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now out of this, I'll only select this line item only, guys, because if I'm making it as an active, it is creating all the documents again. Why should I do that? Okay, I'll make it as an active, and then I'll make it as this. So the document got created. So here, PI underscore process.
Do we take any printout of this one physical inventory document from the EWM? Any printout option is there?
We can do that standard only to work. I'll show you this printing and other things in the PPF session because we didn't cover the PPF one, right? There I'll cover this up, don't worry.
PPF?
Okay. Yeah, post-processing framework.
Okay.
Yeah, there I'll show you that, don't worry. Okay. Now you see this particular document, okay, we have, and it is creating, okay, which is in the active status. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to count this again, okay. What bin it is proposing? Same bin now. 0101B. So we know that there is a 5 quantity, right? Let's do one thing. Okay, let me count. Okay, this time I'll put it as somewhere around 10. Okay, now this document got what do you say, that counted, right, Karthik? Now what you're saying is, so you want to have a recount of it, right? Then in that case, let's go for a recount option. Okay, so the action gets changed to a recount, and then you save it. Then what happens is, normally system creates a new document, okay, because you feel that something was not correct there and you want to recount it. Then system would have been created a new document for you. Now the document, okay, let me refresh this. It comes here. Okay, this is a document here. Okay, and again you go for the counting. Okay, let me put it as a count. And this particular one, maybe this time I'll make it as 9. Okay, then post it. Now what happens? Now we will post this specific document here. Okay.
Where is the earlier one, Sri? First, initially you counted one, right? That also you posted, right?
One what?
No, initially you counted first time 10 numbers.
That was that was gone, right? That is not there now because that document will not be.
That will be disappeared.
That will be not there now because we have counted. But what we did is we have made it as in recounted now. That no more the document will be existed now. Okay, because you see, it is there, but however we have made the status as a recounted, such that what happens, system will create a new document now. Okay, so this is
that one will be invalid then.
That is invalid. That was invalid. That's no more into that. Now we can go to the bin wise. You can see this is bin, monitor has gone up. Now it is 9. Okay, earlier it is 5. After that we made it as 10. I mean, for the first 10, then we made it to 9 after the recounting one. Right, what I'll do is I'll go to this diff analyzer. Okay, so the difference quantity, because we have recounted something and then it came as 4. Now if I post this particular one, okay, yes, the document. Now if I go to my particular MMB transaction and if I see this, this is the one. Okay, 712. Okay, guess 4 quantity was excess. That's the reason. You're getting my point.
Yes, 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 right.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions, guys?
And inventory also automatically, like in ACC, there will be, we can set a frequency for 6 months once, 3 months once, something like that. If you set a frequency, we will give that indicator in the material master. So automatically physical inventory documents will get created. So I hope same functionality is there in EWM also.
That is what the cycle counting, which we discussed yesterday.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
Cycle counting. That we'll call it as a cycle counting, basically.
Yes, correct.
So in order to have that particular piece of configuration, we need to do some settings, basically. Okay.
So in EWM also.
Yeah, obviously, because what we have to do is we need to maintain some procedures for that. What is our procedures? We'll see that now. Okay, even we have a plan of seeing that also. More or less, the physical inventory process remains. I mean, it's the same only. There's no change in the EWM system. But only thing is, the extra transaction of this difference analyzer will be there. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Internal one, physical inventory. Okay, warehouse. Okay, what we see this is, yes. Okay, configure cycle counting first thing. So now what we try to do here, warehouse WM46. What is this? It is too clean. Okay. This is the one. Okay. Sorry. We'll have ABC also. This is killing me. Okay. We'll have these three options, guys. Okay. A, B, C. 46 B, 46C, and also 46A, which is for the 30, 60, and the 90 days. You see that? Hello?
Yes, right.
Yeah. So now what we try to do here is we will again try to create the same set of configurations like whatever we have done. Okay. So what we have done here in the earlier process is, okay. Hello? Is it clear, Karthik?
Yes.
Yesterday we said that what is the significance of it, right? Hello?
Yes.
So what we do is, this is the place where we will define the cycle counting stuff and all. Okay. You're getting my point, I believe, right? Means we will
Yes.
define the how many days you want to define, like whether you want to define for, you can even do it for 10, 15, or 30 days also, depending upon the value of your product, basically. Okay. So
Okay.
now, as per the standard system, always gives you 30, 60, and 90. You can even change that. That doesn't matter. Okay. So once we
Fine.
give this particular one, what we try to do, we will go to the material master and then we will give this particular what do you say, these indicators. Okay. Now in my case here, okay, WM46 hyphen mat. Okay. What we can do here is warehouse data here, cycle counting indicator. Okay. We'll give what indicators, how many days, maybe for 30 days for the product. I said that based on the categorization of the value of the product, we will decide that this products has to undergo for A, well, like this products has to undergo for B, and some products has to undergo for C. That is what we will be performing it actually. You getting my point? Hello?
Yes.
So we'll give it
Yes,
down here. Now what happens again? We have the reasons. We have to make sure that we are trying to do okay, cross pro settings. Where is this internal one, guys? not EWM. Internal physical inventory. We have defined this. There is one thing actually here. Here, if you see WM46, this is our cycle counting. Okay. So here we have an option. I'll remove this active flag now. And we will see that. What happens now? We will have this particular quantity. I'm removed it. Okay. That is done. Okay. Now, however, we already define the physical inventory area, right? Hello.
Yes,
If you
yes.
remember that in that particular physical inventory area, we have allowed the procedures. Do you remember that, guys? Yesterday when we are
Yes.
defining it, where is
Yes,
this
yes.
assign physical inventory area? Where is this gone? Yeah. In this particular one, if you can see 46 WM, that's the reason I've said that we need to make sure that allow the quantity. You see this CC means cycle counting, means we are allowing it basically, and always make sure that okay, the cycle counting procedure will be only for a product specific. It can't be a bin specific. You're getting my point? Why? Because we cannot assign these control indicators to your bins. It is only always at your product master only, guys. I hope you're getting it what I'm trying to say now.
Yes, yes. Again, we need to go for HS procedure only.
HS, if it is a product specific and a bin specific, then it is HS or an HL only. But cycle counting will be only product specific. We will not have a bin specific. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now we'll run this cycle counting. CWM slash CC underscore PA underscore create something. This I forgot actually. Let me see. I don't remember. See some creation. We can go by menu path also, but I want to recap the tree code. I forgot my PA underscore CC underscore create. PA underscore CC underscore create, guys. Because this is a cycle counting one, right? We can't go in that way actually. Okay. Hello.
Okay. Got it.
Cycle
So
counting is
uh,
product wise, you meant to say?
oh yeah, obviously, right. It would be always a product specific only. It can't be a bin specific for us.
Correct.
Okay. So
Okay.
now, sorry, what happened? Tell me.
Thanks, Ray.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Nothing. No, you can
Okay.
continue.
Now I can go ahead with a product or I can go ahead with the product cycle counting indicator also. Why? Because if I give it a cycle counting indicator A, it gives me all the products, whatever I'm having in that particular zone. You're getting my point? Because if I give it as a product specific also, it comes. Now, simulation, fine. Okay, you see this, all the products, whatever we have, this has come here. I mean, like if I give it as a product specific also it comes, but normally what we do is we'll give it as a counting indicator A because we don't know how many materials we have in that specific one, right? Hello, hello.
Yes, we are with you, Sri.
Yeah. So I'm trying to create this document got created for me. Now, what we do, the same process again, document gets created, then where we'll go again, PA underscore process only again. So once this PI underscore process gets created over here, what happens? We'll come here, we'll post the differences, same story again. There is no change in that, okay? But however, I made it as an inactive. If you see, I've removed that flag. First, I'll make it as an activate, okay? Once I perform this activate, the counting action comes into the picture, okay? Once I perform again, it's the same stuff again, okay? I don't know which bin I've chosen, but we'll go then we'll say. Choose the bin. It's A. How much stock I have here? Oh shit! I am coming here, man. I'm sorry. We have to. Oh, we can't. This is an F1 stock here. Oh shit! We can't use this now. Okay, I'll create another document, guys. Wait. Because during our practice session, I think I've removed some indicators and it came as an F1, which shouldn't be that case. I didn't actually, we have a stock type, but I didn't see that actually. Okay, we have 100 now. Okay. So I'll put it as 101. Okay, guys. Let me save this document. Then post it. Then we can go back to the same transaction. What is this difference analyzer? Okay, we will post this transaction. That's it. Clear, guys? Both the procedures. Most of the cases we will be using only these procedures only, guys. Okay, means we will be talking about what I say, that is either we'll be having the cycle counting one, or either we'll be doing the ad hoc one, or annual physical inventories, whatever we saw now. So these are the most used procedures in the physical inventory one. Sorry,
One
go ahead.
question. One question. Here we said cycle count is like automatically done for duration, right? So now we have done everything manually, right?
We'll execute in the background job. Cycle
Okay.
counting documents will get created, but the process and all, it's manually only. We can't automate that part. Okay.
We will set a badge of for creation what?
For creation of your physical inventory documents. That's it. Only for the creation part only it will be automated. The balance other part, whatever we have, like this posting and all the other stuff, it would be automated only. Okay.
Okay. PA underscore create, that will be
Only, yes. PI underscore CC underscore create, whatever the transaction we saw there, that part only will make it as a creation of the physical inventory documents. You getting me?
Okay.
Yeah. The other rest of the part, like whatever you're talking about, that will be manual only for us. Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
And one more question. See, you have posted 101, right? But actually speaking, we don't have that much stock over there, but you just posted like that. So there
We
is
have
no.
100 stock, right? I've made an excess quantity of one stock. That's it.
Okay. But
Yeah.
that's what I meant to say. We don't have a correlation whether actually stock exists for that particular quantity or not, something like that?
No, I didn't get you. Sorry.
See, basically that particular bin, whatever I mean, product, whatever we have done, right? That
Mm.
has basically 100, but we posted 101. In the same way, if we post 1,000, also there is no nothing
We
that
have
it
a
says.
tolerances, right? We have a tolerances. We can't
Okay, okay,
beyond it,
okay.
right? But in my case, I've made it as a no tolerance here.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah,
normally it won't be the case. Okay, we'll have a
yeah.
tolerances for everything. Okay,
Okay,
that's what
fine,
we
fine.
how
Now
we can't
understood.
post an excess quantity whatever you want, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is how the physical inventory concept comes into the picture in the EWM system, guys. Okay,
Thank you.
Okay,
any other
okay.
question?
This is a general question apart from this actually.
Hmm.
Can we block any one bin from the goes in or goes out in any movements from that particular bin? So I just want to freeze that blank. No goods
We
movement should
have an
happen
option,
from
right?
that bin.
Yeah, yeah, we have a freeze inventory, right? We do have an
No,
option
no,
for
no,
that.
not in the physical inventory. General, I'm asking generally. Any goods in, goods out. Not at the time of the physical inventory.
You mean to say the blocking of the bin?
Yes, yes.
You can do that. Yeah.
So in the bin there is option in the
We
configuration.
have an
It's a
option, not in
configuration.
the configuration. Directly, we
Mhm.
have an option, right? We can block the bin. Mm, Maybe any bin we'll take. Okay. So all the it will be blocked for the put away and it will be blocked for the stock renewal also. Okay.
See.
Sorry, what happened?
Oh, okay, nothing. I wasn't muted.
Okay. This is what you asked me, right?
Yeah, correct, correct. This is what I'm expecting.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
Okay, okay.
No. Okay. So okay. So we'll catch it back on because tomorrow and day after anyhow you guys will not be there, right? If I want to take the session also.
I mean, basically, won't be available. I would be
Yeah.
traveling.
Okay, no problem. So we'll catch back on Tuesday, guys, because Monday these days I'm starting up very early in the morning at 4:30 a.m. So Monday I'll not be available. So Tuesday we'll start and then we'll see this PPF and other leftover topics. I believe we have only 2 or 3 topics, not more than that. I guess I think I
Yeah,
have to show you this yard management one again. I'll work on the weekend and I'll see what was the issue is coming for that and I'll sort it out that one as well. So that will
okay.
be done. And Mohan, you asked me for this kitting one, right? Yeah, kitting and the labor
Yes, sir.
management. Normally, kitting and labor management, we don't have it in our course management. But however, I'll show you that also. Okay, that I'll take it on weekends. Somewhere on the weekends, I'll take it and I'll close it off for you guys. Okay.
Yeah, if not, at least if not
Cross-talk.
labor management, kitting is important for me. That is why I'm asking that.
No, no, no. I'll take it. Don't worry. I didn't say that I'll not take it.
Okay, okay.
Cross-talking. Cross-talking.
But these are the topics which are not there. I guess. Cross talking is there. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what we have PPF, cross-talking, and another 2 topics we have. I'll see the course content once again, and then based on that, I'll finish off those topics, whatever we have in the course content, and then I'll take these additional topics. Okay.
Sure, sure, Steve. Whenever you're free, you can take it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'll take it on weekends and then close that extra topics. For the one is the labor management, the other one is the kitting one, right, Mohan? You asked me. I'll take
Yes,
it.
yes.
Okay, because first I'll make sure that this classes has been done because hardly we have 3 classes, I guess. One is the PPF one, which is the important one. I'll take it on Tuesday. The other one is this yard management. I'll make it work and then I'll show it to you because the end-to-end process is, I mean, we have covered the concept, but however, it didn't execute it in the system. So that is one thing I will show it back again. I'll run the transactions and then I'll show it back to you. And the cross-talking we have, as he said, yes, it's right. I do have that. Any other things, I'll look into it and then I'll update you back, guys. Don't worry. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
Steve.
okay, sir.
Because major of the topics we have done actually. Like most of the important topics, LOSC, POSC, wave, and all these things we have done. Only small topics we have. That's it. Okay.
Bye.
Okay then, guys. Okay, chalo, let's catch next week. You know.
Sri,
Ah,
1 second.
please,
This
please.
is generally EWM, how the EWM it is there and now currently in India, whether companies are interested to go for EWM. You might be
Why?
aware of that, right? And that's
Why
why I'm
not?
just asking.
Why not? Because I don't want to make it telling you that because I was in this module and I don't want to tell you that OEWM is very good. You see the market, obviously you would be knowing it. I was there in the market since from past 7 years,
Hmm.
6.5 years, maybe from 2012 ending. I came into this AWM. Since from there, I was into the AWM only.
Okay.
So even now we have a lot of
Mm.
very good market comparing to other things and all. So it's really, I mean, like for the next
Mm.
couple of years definitely we'll have a very good market actually. That's for sure, guys. But I see
Okay.
there are a lot of projects coming for in Indian companies like for Accenture and for IBM and
Hmm.
for another companies. There are a lot of openings I can see there. Even in Accenture Germany also they're hiring so many people now. Though if
Yeah.
you're Even though if you don't know German language, also they are hiring it now. Even
Generally,
last,
this EWM major companies only will go for it. Generally, major warehouses
nothing like
like
that. There
all.
are many small companies also I've seen these days. They are recruiting it. EWM is having a very good scope now. Seriously, TM also the same way,
Mhm.
but EWM is doing a good things now because everyone is moving from WM to EWM. That is one thing, and though people are
Mhm.
not moving it also, but people are implementing it EWM. That is there.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine, Sri. Thank you so much.
Okay. No, no, no. So, which company
Mhm.
you're from India? I'm sorry.
I was in L&T Infotech in India. Now, recently, 6 months back, I shifted to Dubai, here, the local company here. So I'm
Dubai.
working there.
Okay. In
Yeah.
Dubai also we have a lot of opportunities. Many people are going there. One of my colleague,
Mm-hmm.
he went to some company. I don't know what was the name of the company, but the project I know it's Almarai project.
Almarai. Yeah, Almarai it is
Yeah,
in Saudi. Saudi.
yeah. He said that
Yeah.
he
This
was
is
working on
this
some
is
project,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
but I don't know the company name and all because that's the names and all. It will be very big names and all. I don't remember the names in there, but it is there
Okay.
actually. In Saudi also we have a lot of AWM projects, Mohan. It's not like that
Okay.
you can
Mm-hmm.
get it only in India or something. You have in ALG Toyota, I think there is another project. Something was there, and
Okay.
there's so many projects. When I can see in Dubai also, you have. It's not
Mm-hmm.
something you don't have a projects and you don't have a scope for it. That's not the case. You have in Europe,
Because.
yes,
Mhm.
you have a lot of opportunities in Europe side.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone wants to move to Europe means now these days Germany is offering some job seeker visa. You can try that and you
Oh.
can usually you can get it.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my junior, he tried in that way only. Now he got placed in Accenture in Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is one thing you have an options. That's for sure. That's what I can say there are options open for EWM as of now. You can try it because there are limited people. What I can say. That's what I can say.
Okay.
That's what you can try it.
Okay. Okay. Sri, thank you so much for your information. Thank you.
So no problem. So what about the market there in Dubai and all?
Mhm.
You don't see much options or what?
Frankly speaking, in EWM, I did not try actually because currently
Oh,
I'm to the MM, so I wanted to
mm,
shift my career into the like in the EWM. That is the reason I'm
mm.
just started learning.
Okay, okay. No,
So
no,
I
no,
did
no, no.
not explore
Even
actually. Mm, mm.
even my career started from MM only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
started my career from MM and then to WM and then slowly moved into EWM actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so after I shifted one because I did my WM projects, 2 or 3 projects, and then slowly the initial days of 2012 and all, this EWM has come into the picture actually. So that
Yes,
time
correct.
even
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea like what
Mm-hmm.
is EWM and all. When I learned it, I learned it only in 5 days. That's it. SAP has gave the
Oh.
training and they have given me in only 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. They gave me 100. They threw the books of 100, 110, 120, and they said this is what.
Okay.
After that, we struggled and I struggled and all. I came up. But it's you have a very good options in Europe side, Mohan. If you want to try something, you can try. That is one option I can say.
Okay.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there in Spain for maybe 8 months for one project, Lafarge Holcim. You heard of Lafarge Holcim?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cement
Okay.
manufacturer. I went there for rollout actually
Mm-hmm.
last before year.
Okay. So you did okay. That's an MM consultant, you mean, right?
Yes, MM only.
Oh, but it's better if you try to shift it now. You'll have a good options as of now, Mohan. That's for sure.
Okay.
Because MM, right? Because since from ages we have a lot of people in MM,
Correct,
right?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the reason I want to shift to
Yeah.
EWM.
Yeah, because MM, it's like, oh my God, from so many years we have, and I believe we'll have n number of people in MM. I believe that.
Yes. Mm.
And that is one thing in MM and SD, and these are all the core modules, and you will be having more number of people there actually. MM, SD, PP, and now PPO. I don't see much options in PP. And this APO is gone. APO, there's no more projects now. I see that APO is gone and it has been moved to IBP now. TM also is having a very good scope. You can look into that. Okay.
Okay, see. Thank you. Thank you so
No
much.
problem. You can go apply for the certification. Sorry, Karthik, tell me.
Yeah, why suddenly there's so much scope for TM? Suddenly?
It's not suddenly, Karthik. It is there since from the beginning. I mean, like earlier versions from 8.0 and other versions, we don't have that much of, I mean, like the limitations based of the limitations and all, and based on the complications, it was not that. But after 9.3 and 9.2, TM is having a very good scope actually. Like even in the S4, going forward, what they're trying to do is they're trying to merge these two actually, TM, EWM, and all coming into they're coming that's a roadmap actually where they're trying to merge it into a single one actually, and even the logistics execution, so all these things, it's not
Yeah, I
suddenly
mean,
sorry.
yeah, that's what because I mean, I started doing, TMA from S4HANA. So, I mean, people, even if I know a little bit of TM, people are like, just attend interview or something like that. I'm getting calls.
Yeah, that is because obviously right, the market is like that, what we'll say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
that is one thing, Mohan. You can start looking into EWM, and slowly you can move into TM also. This is the best way to shift your career at least, because MM, right?
Mm.
There are so many
Yeah,
people, and the options are limited
yes.
even.
Yes, right. Mm.
Yeah, I mean, like we do have options, but right, we'll be having more number of people for that again.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry,
Mm.
see after the class be in the meeting. Okay.
Okay, Naveen, no problem. Okay, guys. So
Thank
sorry,
Okay.
you.
guys. Hello.
Thank you, Sri. I just said thank you. I
No,
can
no
leave for
problem.
that.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So we'll catch up on Tuesday, and then we will see PPF and cross talking, and then small topics, and then we'll finish it off. Okay, guys.
Okay, right. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you, Sri.
guys. Thank you. Bye, bye, guys. Bye.
So 2 minutes he's joining. Okay.
Okay, Naveen.